Slow success builds character. Fast success builds ego. If you don't separate yourself from your distractions will separate you from your goals. Sometimes you just have to accept that some people can only be in your heart, not in your life. Sacrificing long-term joy for short-term pleasure is the easiest recipe for regret. Life becomes easier when you learn to accept the apology you never got. Don't give up after the first failure. Failure is not the end. It's just a detour on the road to success. When you believe, your mind finds a way to do. Your future needs you. Your past doesn't. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide you're not going to stay where you are. Once you are in the right direction in life, you stop getting offended and angry all the time, because you have so much better to do with your time. Your growth depends on your willingness to keep learning, even when it's boring. One of the most dangerous things you can do is compare your life to somebody else's. It's not a race. It's your journey. When you blame someone else for your problems, you're giving them power over you. You're allowing them to define and dictate your happiness and well-being. The only person who needs to understand is you. Don't lose yourself by tolerating too much from the people you want to keep. When your motives are sincere, it's not you who loses anyone. Rather, it's others who lose you. All failures are temporary when you keep trying. The first to apologize is the bravest. The first to forgive is the strongest. The first to forget is the happiest. No single thing will solve all your problems. No goal, no achievement, no relationship. No one will ever fix you. You give power to someone you blame for your problems. You should never sacrifice what you could be for what you are. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, including yourself. If you can't say no, then your yes means nothing. People want you to succeed, but often no more than they want to succeed for themselves. Stop overestimating others and underestimating yourself. You can fall in love more than once. You don't need to worry much when someone you love leaves you. Most of the time, it's for the good. You will have to make very practical decisions about what you want from life and what you're willing to give up. And if you don't make them, then life will make them for you. Changes happen when we go against everything we're used to doing. Don't make one person the center of all your happiness. Don't make them the reason why you are happy, because once that person walks away from your life, you're left with nothing. When you feel like giving up, remember why you held on for so long in the first place. Never put relationships before your goals. You may lose them both. Failure shows us the way by showing us what isn't the way. It's normal to feel bad after making the right decision. No matter how nice and friendly you are, some people will dislike you. No matter what you do, don't waste your time on them. If you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello. Love is a trap. When it appears, we see only its light, not its shadows. If you are never alone, you cannot know yourself. Life always waits for some crisis to occur before revealing itself at its most brilliant. Everyone seems to have a clear idea of how other people should lead their lives, but none about his or her own. Close some doors, not because of pride, incapacity, or arrogance, but simply because they no longer lead somewhere. Blessed are those who did not fear solitude, who are not afraid of their own company, who are not always desperately looking for something to do, something to amuse themselves with, something to judge. When someone leaves, it's because someone else is about to arrive. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. We humans have two great problems. The first is knowing when to begin. The second is knowing when to stop. Life sometimes separates people so that they can realize how much they mean to each other. When you repeat a mistake, it is not a mistake anymore. It is a decision. When we love, we always strive to become better than we are. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. There is only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve: the fear of failure. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. You are what you believe yourself to be. The magic you are looking for is in the work you are avoiding. Our lives are defined by opportunities, even the ones we miss. When you build in silence, no one knows where to attack. It's scary when things change, but it's even scarier when they don't. The truth is, everyone is going to hurt you. You just have to find the ones worth suffering for. On a day when you don't come across any problems, you can be sure that you are traveling in the wrong path. Pain only leaves you when it teaches you something. Some lessons have to be learned twice. Being cool, calm, and collected in a stressful situation is extremely important. This doesn't mean you need to suppress your emotions. Just don't let them get the better of you. Whatever you do, winning isn't everything, but you'll always win if you're satisfied that you put in the best performance you could. You set your own standards. Find your why. Your why is the foundation of your goals and provides meaning to your actions. It's the deep, personal reason that drives your ambitions. Taking responsibility for all of your problems alleviates more suffering than it creates. The more you spend clinging to the past, the less likely your future will be any brighter. The only failure is not trying. The only rejection is not asking. The only mistake is not risking anything. Peace does not mean being in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm in your heart. Don't let people know too much about you. Most people don't care, and some secretly want you to fail. When you react, you lose power. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. When you talk, you only repeat what you already know. If you listen, you may learn something. Challenge yourself. It's the only path to growth. True success doesn't depend on seeking validation from others. It stems from seizing opportunities, proving what you're capable of, and accomplishing your goals despite challenges. When you find someone smarter than you, work with them. Don't get intimidated by them. Go where you are appreciated, not just tolerated. Fix your body before you fix anything else. Having a weak body is a reflection of your broken mind. It is a reflection of your lack of willpower, discipline, and your piss-poor life choices. Some disconnections will bless your life. Life is difficult because we don't appreciate the things that come easily. Don't let loneliness drive you to make temporary decisions with long-term consequences. Sometimes even to live is an act of courage. The life we receive is not short, but we make it so. We are not ill-provided, but use what we have wastefully. The bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling against adversity. While we are postponing, life speeds by. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. We learn not in school, but in life. Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart.